So we all know that theaters have struggled this year, but now Variety reports that in just 5 days, the new release of Godzilla vs. Kong made almost $50 million at the box office.
$50 million.
Yep, and these days, that is a feat. It's the only movie to do anything close to that. It sold all those tickets, even though people had the option of watching it at home on HBO Max simultaneously. And the big event movie apparently is not dead. And this summer, we've got so many big ones coming up. Check this out. This slate is hot. Cruella.
Can't wait for that.
I mean, Emma Stone is just everything, so I'm already there. Also, Space Jam 2.
Which I know you're so excited about.
My kids love Space Jam. We love 101 Dalmatians, so like these two, we are definitely hitting. And then I am also so excited about In the Heights.
This is the one I cannot wait for. If you haven't seen the trailer, you guys, Google it. It is like, it'll give you chills.
Yes, it gives me chills. And so, you know, I mean, I think this is a good sign. I think movie theaters want to come back in 2022, but I think the game is forever slightly changed.
It's completely changed because just like this Kong movie, right? People went to the movie theaters where they're open to view it, but it was available. And I think movies are going to have to do that. Stream at home if you want to, but go back to the movies. And I will tell you this. I was thinking maybe I don't need to go to the theater again. But just the idea, you guys, thinking about smelling that popcorn and paying $20 for red vines, I'm kind of missing that whole experience.
I don't miss the prices at the concession stand.
Well, that's
I think
crazy.
that needs to take a deep look into itself. Seriously, like with this economy, I should not charge these prices.
Yeah, and I will admit it has turned me into a criminal because I have popped my own popcorn and snuck it in a duffel. And I know, I'm a bad boy.
I mean, I've taken my kids and checked out, and it's like $65 at the concession stand, and I'm just like, for some Cokes and some popcorns and for some red vines, and I just think, it's too much.
It's too much. Can I ask, though, what is your go-to at the movie theater? What do you get at the concession stand?
Well, I used to love whipping my friends with red vines because they hurt. That was a fun prank I used to play on my friends as a kid. I love the concession stand. I just want families to not feel price gouged when they go.
Totally. Agreed. Hey, we got even more hopeful news in today's Green News. Okay, now I have never been to Venice, Italy. Have you been? Yeah, I want to go so bad. Everyone that goes there falls in love. And now CNN reports the historic city has finally banned cruise ships, which apparently was like a big deal. Cruise ships have a big footprint, you know, and activists have fought for this for a decade to protect Venice from further erosion and floods. And an alternative terminal, it'll be built outside the city. And for next steps, climate activists hope it'll include plug-in power technology. So when a cruise ship docks, they can totally cut their emissions, which is great news for a historic city I can't wait to visit. One thing I want to admit right now is that I love cruises. I know, I'm
all about it.
Okay, I love unpacking once, and every time you open up your window, if you can afford a window, you are in a brand new space. I love a floating buffet, but I do feel guilty about the footprint. So I love that they're doing this.
When the pandemic started, you know, the air in Beijing had cleared out, and the dolphins were back in the canals of Venice. Yeah. We could see the improvement when we backed off a little bit. So I'm so grateful to the cruise ship industry and everybody who fought for this. This, to me, is the kind of hope that we really need. We need to see this action, and then that inspires us as individuals to do our part. Because I know for the last 20 years, I've thought, what is my part gonna do? Yeah. It's all the things. Yeah, it's the industries and the individuals.
And I think this is a way of how we'll never go back to normal. But the new normal can be we can just be armed with such knowledge of what we know now, right?
Yeah, so check this out. The NCAA Women's Championship wrapped this weekend with Stanford taking the title.
Yeah, Stanford!
At the championship game, People magazine reports that the University of Arizona coach, Adia Barnes, was able to fit in a quick pumping session during halftime. No, I don't mean working out. She has a 6-month-old daughter who was hungry at the game. And a sideline reporter named Holly Rowe shared this behind-the-scenes detail and said, quote, For those of you who think this is too much information, let's normalize working mothers and all that they have to do.
Absolutely.
This story really spoke to me, Rossi.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just proves like how incredible women and mothers are. They can multitask like crazy. I can do like half a thing at a time. And here she is like, oh, real quick timeout. I'm gonna go feed my child mid-game. It's amazing.
I mean, I just have to say my deepest, deepest respect. And I'm just amazed at women. And we all know how we got here. So thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, I just hope the basketball coach didn't spill because that would be a double dribble.